I'll never forget the day Grover came to work for me. It was the day I went out to buy that truck.
Well, Mr. Westlake, got the order all made out. All you have to do is sign.
You seem pretty sure that I'm going to buy this truck.
That's right.
What makes you so sure?
Because you're a man who believes in the future, Mr. Westlake.
Tomorrow, huh?
Yes, sir. Always tomorrow.
An awful lot of nickels would have to change hands before I could pay for this truck. Maybe I'd better wait a spell.
Waiting won't make the nickels change hands. This truck will do that, because this truck is a means of getting oftener to the places where the nickels are spent. The oftener you get to your dealers, the more you can talk to them about selling more Coca-Cola. Now, you want to sell more Coca-Cola, don't you?
Why, sure.
You want your flow of nickels to get bigger and bigger all the time, don't you?
Sure, sure.
Very well, then. Sign here.
You know, there's just one thing you overlooked. I don't know how to drive a truck.
Why, there's nothing to it. I'll show you how.
I don't know. It looks mighty complicated.
Why, there's nothing to it,
How would you like to drive it for me?
What do you mean?
I'm offering you a job.
What?
You said this truck would sell more Coca-Cola.
That's right, it will.
No, the man in the truck will do the selling. You believe the things you just said, don't you?
Of course I believe him.
All right, then. You're hired. Morning, Larry. What are you worrying about this morning?
You know perfectly well what I'm worrying about. Bills.
Why don't you pay them?
Why don't I? You know just as well as I do that we haven't enough money to...
All right. Just sort out those we can't pay, and after a while I'll get off some letters to them.
Oh, why did we have to move up here on Juniper Street? Why did you have to invest in all that machinery? How long do you expect to stay in business if you don't meet your obligations?
Well, not very long. That's why I bought that new machinery.
Talk sense, Jim. Please talk sense.
All right. I moved up here on Juniper Street. I bought that new machinery because if I want to stay in business, I've got to meet my obligations to the people who spend their nickels for Coca-Cola. I've got to see to it that Coca-Cola is bottled according to fixed standards.
Hey, boss, there's someone out here asking for you.
Another bill collector.
No, this here's a lady.
Well, that must be Miss Smith, Joe. Show her in, will you?
All right.
Who's Miss Smith?
My new secretary.
Your new... Jim Westlake, have you gone out of your...
But, Larry, all bottlers have secretaries now. When I was in the convention in Atlanta, we...
Atlanta. So, that's where you got your idea.
Good morning, Miss Smith.
Good morning.
Oh, this is Mr. Larrabee.
Good morning, Mr. Larrabee.
Good morning.
For the present, Miss Smith, you can sit right here at my desk. I won't have much use for it for the next 3 months. After a while, maybe we'll get one of those special typewriter desks.
Don't count on that too heavily, Miss Smith. We may not be in business after another 3 months.
May I take your hat? You won't have to worry about anything around here, Miss Smith. Mr. Larrabee does that for all of us.
I think I'm going to like this job. If you like, I'll dust off your desk.
Miss Smith,
Yes, Mr. Larrabee?
I may as well tell you right off. I do not approve of women working in an office.
But why, Mr. Larrabee?
I think a woman's place is in the home, and I'm thankful you won't be with us very long.
You mean you don't think Mr. Westlake will be in business?
I mean, I'm perfectly aware of why young women take jobs in offices.
Why is it?
It's the modern method of getting a man.
Well, what makes you think I'll, get a man, as you call it?
Because you're so pretty.
Say, did you hear the story about the panic?
Which one?
The one about why is a panic like a picnic?
Heck, yes. They told that one back in 1893.
This panic of 1907 isn't going to be any picnic.
Don't you think maybe folks have always said that? When times weren't normal, when things were kind of depressed?
Maybe so, maybe so.
It seems to me that if we bear down, press, push, put out effort, we can lick any trial that comes along.
Say, what do you think of this new advertising campaign?
Oh, it's something, I'll tell you.
Especially these oilcloth signs.
Put out enough of them, and we'll ride out of this panic all right.
Why, we'll be putting on extra wagons.
Putting on extra men.
Hiring private secretaries.